and we're about to go running with Badger, Rex, and Flynn is accompanying us wherever little Flinny has gone. You're coming to run free, aren't you? Yes. All the gang want to come really, don't you, eh? But you can wait. You're running tomorrow, Freya, so you can wait. And she's not going to like it. Very much a pack mentality dog. She does not like to be separated from any of her pack, including me and my husband, especially me. Right, I'll get my backpack on, got everything I need in here, and we'll get off. Right, I'm ready. Do I look good? I think my neighbours must think I'm mad. Quite often run around with this on my head, so this is how I get the photographs. And you can laugh all you like, I look silly, but I'm used to it now. I forget it's on my head and people look at me going out, but never mind. Right, I'll get them leaded up and then we'll be off. There is an advantage to living so close to the woods when you've got 5 dogs. Just got to get across this road and then across the playing field, and then we're into the woods. And then we'll let Flinny off and he can run free, because he's not old enough to pull yet. He's just got a little walking harness on at the minute. You don't need much really to go canicrossing. You need some harnesses for the dogs that they can pull in. You have to be careful you don't pick non-pull harnesses, because there is non-pull as well as pulling harnesses, and you need like a bungee line. I've got 2 small park run bungee lines with little handles on, which I like. You can get longer ones. The bungee's just so if they pull hard, like just set off running really hard, you don't get such a jolt. But on this video, my collies are just taking it nice and steady, because we're doing more of a distance run than a sprint. But if you'd see the difference in if they were starting a race, they'd just tear away from the start, and my little legs would be going 10 to the dozen. We see a lot of wildlife on our travels. Most mornings I see a heron. There's a young heron on the ponds at the minute, and we were sat there eating a little fish when we went past yesterday morning. And we quite often see quite a lot of buzzards. We've got some really big buzzards, you know, in the trees around here. On this run we ran about 4 miles. We do the park run regular, but your park run you can only take 1 dog, and we do quite a few other different races that allow dogs. The boys, 2 collies that you can see attached to me at the minute, we do 10-mile regular races with them, and training runs 8 to 10 mile. Flynn that you can see running in front will be 1 next week, so he'll be starting racing soon. The pointer that you saw in the kitchen is Freya. She mostly just does 5k attached to me, because she's a speed merchant and we do it really fast. So we do 5k. My personal best with Freya attached to me is 24:11, which is not bad at all for a 55-year-old. The side of the river again. Got river on one side and the fishing lakes on the other side. And this is where a kingfisher tends to spend a lot of time along this river. My other pointer does run as well. She's a bit older. She did 10 mile for the first time the other day. I was very pleased with her, because she's about getting on for 9 now. If you're interested in getting into canicross, Canicross Midlands is really helpful. They have plenty of training days, beginners runs. They lend out kit, quite often turn up at park runs to talk to people that have got dogs that are running at the park with just normal leads, and give them advice on running belts and lines and harnesses. It's not always easy to get the right harness to fit your dog, because all dogs are different size, especially around the neck area. If you're not in the Midlands area, there is other clubs like Canicross, and there's quite a few up in Scotland. You've just got to look around, especially if you just look on Facebook, you'll definitely find plenty of canicross clubs. You can get lots of different belts as well, from cheaper ones to very expensive ones. When I first started, I just put the bungee line, the one I had actually for my bike, because it was a bit longer, and I put it round my waist and ran with my 2 collies for the first time and tried to kill myself. My legs, I didn't know what to do with my legs when I'd finished. It's a lot different running with a dog to running normally. You tend to use different muscles, run differently, do a lot of braking as well, because they of course can nearly always run faster than we can. So if you are thinking about having a go, don't be frightened to have a go. Only one little bit of advice is, if you've got a really fast dog that pulls ever such a lot, just be careful that you don't run too fast and hurt yourself straight away, or borrow a friend's dog that's a little bit slower. Some dogs seem to know what to do straight away, want to pull and run, and you can be flying along behind. Other dogs take a little bit of encouragement to get going and to run together, like you can see my 2 boys doing. Sometimes they want to go off sniffing into the woods. Depends on what breed of dog you've got as well. Little dogs are alright. If you want to run little dogs are perfectly fine. They may not pull you an awful lot, but you can run along behind them quite easily. Pup's done really well. Quite pleased with him. He's run with the other 2, not wandered off, not lost interest. He's been really good.
No squirrels, good boy, Roger. Go on, no squirrels. I've seen 2. No squirrels. Go on, Roger.
Well, that seemed to be a bit of a hard run. I thought it was going to be cold because it was raining when I started putting my clothes on and getting the dogs kitted out, but it got quite warm out there. So now I'm going to have a smoothie. I've got coconut, pineapple and kiwi fruit, and I'm going to put pineapple juice in it as well, and go and have a rest.